Assalamu alaikum guys. Today we're going to be talking about the Air Force One React.
Walk with me, speak to me. Go ahead and flee with me. I just want to hear everything you feel, everything I dreamt. I just want it near.
Assalamu alaikum guys. Hope you are all doing well inshallah. And today we're going to be talking about a sneaker that just came out recently, and that's the Air Force One React. So the Air Force One is a timeless, simple, minimal, classic shoe that has stood the test of time and will stand the test of time decades and decades from now. It's a model that Nike's come out with back in the day, and it's being used on many customs, many collaborations. New York, holds this model dearly, and now in 2020 it's still one of the most popular shoes on the market. It's a staple in a lot of people's wardrobes, and it's a pair that actually I've wanted for a very long time, and I actually had a pair long time ago, 2006. This was at a time where I'm working, got my own job. I'm like, I want a pair of white and whites. And so, but knowing me,
if I could find a deal, I'm gonna find a deal.
And so I knew somebody at the time who used to work in JD way back when, and I was like, can you hook me up with a discount? I get 25%. I'm like, sick, let's do this. Because the retail then was not so different to the retail now. I think they were £70 back then, and I think I paid maybe about 50 something pound for the pair back then. What I didn't know at that time was Air Force Ones run very big, a whole size to a size and a half depending on how snug and fitted you want them, because it is a chunky shoe, and especially people like myself who got a bigger foot. I'm a UK 9.5, but I got quite a skinny leg. It can look funny, and so I made that mistake, and I'll be honest with you, I never wore them. I wore them maybe a couple of times when I was younger, but they were loose, they were flopping on the back. It's when I was wearing no-show socks and stuff, and they would just keep rolling under, and it was a huge inconvenience. And so I'm like, yeah, I'm not trying to cop any more Air Force Ones for a while till got more money, obviously, better job and so on and so forth, and I'm able to afford a pair, and actually had to take some time out to actually size up on them. And it was something I never just used to think about. I was always interested in other models that used to come out, because I always knew that Air Force Ones, the white and whites, would always be there. So now fast forward all the way into last year, 2019, there was rumours that there was a Air Force One that was going to have React technology in it, and I said to myself, I know Air Force Ones are not the most comfiest trainers in the world. They say there's an airbag in there. I mean, there is a small air unit in there, but I never found them to be comfortable, even when I was trying to size them and thinking about putting the trigger on and getting the Air Force Ones. When I saw these, I said I have to get these. Then fast forward, coming up to the launch, like always, like a lot of these sneaker brands and stuff, like all these trainer brands and stuff, they run every single initial run very limited, and so you can imagine that your boy didn't cop, even though alhamdulillah, when I do a lot of raffles anyways, alhamdulillah, I do quite well. But when it comes to actual waiting in online queues, launches, never seems to get them. I guess people use bots. I don't know why people be using bots on sort of GRs and stuff, but general releases. Now in 2020, on a restock, about a day later, managed to get the Air Force One React. Getting into the bit of the details real quick. Triple white and white, Air Force One, everybody knows about it, but there's a couple little bit of details where kind of want to highlight, kind of want to show you the differences and what kind of they wanted to do to make the Air Force One React slightly different to the original. So as you can see, it's a triple white Air Force One with a couple little extra details. We're going to start with the first detail, which is the mid panel on the lateral and medial side. It didn't add a leather panel. It looks like a breathable mesh, but as you look inside the interior of the shoe, when you do get a chance to get the pair, the mesh doesn't go all the way through, so it's merely just a aesthetic design element. We don't have the swoosh that you normally would have. We have a grey fused overlapped Nike swoosh in a grey outline, something that's different, is also on the other colorways that do exist. So now relating the design back to the React design, the way that Nike have sort of marketed it is loads of bubbles and blobs and beads kind of texture, kind of, I guess, simulating sort of reactions between, I guess, elements or cells, or there's a kind of organic sort of biological kind of, I don't know, approach to the design. And so what they've done is any sort of React design shoes, which you will see on the initial Reacts, with that sort of print that goes on the side, that sort of natural, like cell-like, atom-like design, they've put it on the Air Force One as well. If you look at the eyelet panels, they've actually gone for if you can see here, they've gone for these little loops to mimic mimic the shape all the way around on the eyelet panel, keeping the theme of the React design. On the back we have the embroidered Nike Air, has a double layer on the back panels. That's an additional feature. There is no Dubré, so they've added like a kind of like an essential pull tab, a nylon loop for the first lace to go through. On the outsole, and they actually have, if you bring it real close, they've actually put React in there with a three-dimensional sort of plastic all the way around, which you normally love the sort of line design feature. Really making it very subtle when it comes to the difference between normal Air Force Ones and the React. So I do really like that touch just here. And on the toe and heel guards of the Air Force One, they've actually added, if we want to let it focus, the React material design all the way around, which is a really nice touch. I really like how they've done that. Normally stars on the Air Force One, so they've added that on the toe and they added it on the heel guard of the Air Force One. And then we have this sort of little stamp that says D/MS/X with a little Nike swoosh. Now I don't know too much about this, but if I'm not mistaken, it's like a small design team in Nike which do a lot of like experimental designs, sort of out of the box designs and things of that nature. And so they're the ones that kind of took the design, got the original Air Force One and then decided to design it this way, and so they've added a little stamp there. And I'm sure they do this little stamp here. We're going to see more of it when they do more designs in the future. And so the highlight feature of this Air Force One and why it's called the Air Force One React
Is it React? Where is it? I want to react to the React.
and I'm going to show it to you right now. Now, I've seen a couple of reviews on these already and you may have also seen them, but it's always nice to see it again. This insole, and I'm taking it out as I talk to you guys.
It's deeper. It's a deeper insole, mate.
When I say it is thick, my gosh, look at that. Let me put the Air Force One on the side. Let me put them on the side, mate. Look at that. It's a bit fluffy because I have tried them on before, because obviously I want to put them on feet straight away, obviously. Look at that. Look how thick that is. Let me focus. Hold on. Look at that. React pattern all the way around the insole. Again, prominent on all the Nike React models. We've got the texture on the top with the same React pattern, and then we've got the Nike React branding logo on the top of the insole. And that pattern, trust me when I say, like, it does help when it comes to massaging the foot. It feels extremely comfortable, just the top pattern alone, the texture alone, and then the pattern goes all the way around the outside of the insole. Now they added something even more unique to the insole, and they added a airbag. They added a small airbag to the insole. Now I'm aware of like a lot of basketball trainers and I feel like a couple of LeBrons and models that have this, but I'm really happy that they added this in there because it adds just that extra level of comfort in the heel when you walk and strike with your heel. And everybody knows Air Force Ones, like I said before, are not comfortable. So when they added not just a React, but the Air unit,
Take my money. Take it.
I was gassed. I was like, yes, let's do it. I said 2006, I'm not buying Air Force One till, you know what I'm saying, I just left it alone, and it's your cousin, you know what I mean? Air Force One, you know what I mean? They brought them back with a cushion. And if you notice that, you can imagine the insole's really, really thick. So the gap is huge. You don't know if you can see, but it's a lot of space in there to house this React insole. So let me put this back in. So one additional thing I like to do with Air Force Ones, and everybody does this, but I wanted to make sure I definitely did this with Air Force Ones, is that they crease very easily, especially in the toe box area. If you're well aware with Air Force Ones, it's something that, you know, you want to make Air Force Ones, they're meant to look crispy, they're meant to look nice. Yeah, they do look nice beaten up to over time, but I guess if you ask any like OG sneakerhead or somebody who's just grown up with trainers, with sneakers, and ask them properly, like, these have to be crispy, they have to be fresh, they have to look like this, they have to look like they did outside the box as soon as you got them on the first day. And so what I did was I invested in sneaker shields. What they do is they provide support on the toe box area and add reinforcement on these two panels here. So as you walk, it just prevents a lot of the creasing. Creases do happen, it's normal, it's part of life, it's the way trainers go. Different, obviously, materials allow creases to be visible. When it's leather, it's visible, you can tell. And so I've actually added sneaker shields to my Air Force Ones, and I'm going to pull them out now because I've actually already put them in and tried them on. And this is what they look like. They come in different colours and different designs. This is a generic shape, plain, non-branded sneaker shield, and they come in different sizes. This is a large because they fit in most shoes. Most people who, I'll be honest, if they're going to put sneaker shields in, they've got bigger feet anyways, and so this really helps with minimizing the creasing. So if I show you what they look outside of the shoe, so this is where normally the crease line would be, and so as you're bending, these two panels here are preventing the sneaker shield to bend, and so this again reinforces the toe box and keeps the toe box crispy, fresh for a lot longer than normal. Alright, so I put the sneaker shield back in. I would show before and after of with and without sneaker shields. I'm not trying to ruin these. I want these to be crispy. So I definitely recommend just type in sneaker shields into YouTube and you'll see people doing couple comparisons and creased sneakers and Air Force Ones with and without sneaker shields, and show you guys show an example of me bending them with the sneaker shield. So if I do this, let me just make sure like that. As I'm bending them, that's the most I'm getting out of them. It's bending more here in the medial side than the toe box. There's a little bend here. Let me get closer. So you see there's a little bit bent there, but the crease is not maintaining, which is what you want. Also forget to mention the price point. Air Force Ones retail for about £75, both in the black and white colorway. These retailed for £105. I think it's fair, and I managed to get a discount code of 20% off. Always find a discount, always find a little deal. So surprising, I got that code 2 days after, and it was on all the full price items. And I really think they're worth it when it comes to the price, especially with all the details, especially what you're getting. You pay for the silhouette as well, but with the added comfort, you cannot go wrong. So if you do go ahead and purchase your own Air Force One Reacts, definitely let me know. Definitely send me some pictures as well on my Instagram. Definitely want to see those, inshallah. But just like I mentioned before, we don't want the Air Force Ones to crease. They don't look nice, and the sneaker shields really help. You don't want the Air Force Ones to crease. You don't want that crease in there. You want the kicks to last. You're gonna need a pair of sneaker shields. Now, I said to myself, I purchased mine. I really like the way the sneaker shields work. I mean, they all work the same, and inshallah, I'm gonna get a lot of wear at these, and they're gonna look as crispy as I bought them for a much longer time with these sneaker shields. So I said to myself, I'm gonna do a giveaway. You might look at the video and the timeline and the subscribers, you might think, why is not doing a giveaway? But I said to myself, I want the person who purchased is their Air Force One Reacts, or even if they have a current pair of Air Force Ones, that they get to get a lot more wear of them, a lot more bang for their buck, and make them look as crispy as possible, And so I'm giving away a pair of sneaker shields, the exact same ones I had in my Air Force Ones. And the way you can win these sneaker shields, all you gotta do is like the video, subscribe, and share the video with all your friends and family, any of your friends who are into sneakers or who would really, benefit from these sneaker shields in their kicks, and follow me on my Instagram, and I'll be choosing winners in a week's time. Now obviously I had to show you what these guys look on feet. I'm happy, alhamdulillah. I'm really happy about the way these look. I'm always so happy that I've got a pair that in my collection, and I've decreased my collection a lot. I'm trying to just keep things that I wear regularly. As you notice, the theme with a lot of trainers that I do purchase, they're either light grey, white, or just a lighter tone. I tend to wear darker colours when it comes to my thobes, my jubbas, my hoodies, my tracksuits and everything, and so I always like to let the kicks pop essentially. And so I did this again. I got an all white pair with grey hits, exactly what I like, exactly what goes on my wardrobe. So I did a little bit of B-roll of me wearing these, styled them, show them how they can look, show this with a modest fit, styled all together. So take a look.
Write your name across the sky. Write your name across the sky. Write your name across the sky. Write your name across the sky.
The dunya winning. If you ain't thinking about the Akhirah, reminisce about the old days, pulling up in the Acura, had to flip the script like a spatula. Educated, got a bachelor's, but I still got a hood vernacular. Throwing dirt on me, I ain't mad at ya, cause I'm only focused on the afterlife and trying to make it out the hood. If it ain't meant to be, I won't force it, why I did everything I could. Yo, sacrifice and taking time away from fans, started local, now I'm foreign lands, reaching different people with the same game plan, turn a hustle to a name brand. Engraved in stone, never written in sand, hard work, you won't understand. All the late nights to the early mornings, pain coming from my pen pouring. Red eye flights with my team, born to hit the plane plug, then we wore touring. Started funny shit with the spider webs, had to hold the mic in my right hand. All investing in the studio, but still couldn't afford a mic stand. Long way in a short time, only blessings coming from the most gracious. Got some scars, only time can heal, put it in my art, then I stay patient. We done been through everything except the coffin. Do you reflect on death? I tell him very often. Life been really hard, that made our hearts soften. The dean, the key to heaven, pray that we get locked in. We done been through everything except the coffin. Do you reflect on death? I'll tell him very often. Life been really hard to make the heart soften. The dean, the key to heaven, pray that we get locked in.
Write your name across the sky. Write your name across the sky. Write your name across the sky.
Don't forget about the Akhirah.
Write your name across the sky.
Write your name across the sky.
Write your name across the sky.
Don't forget about the Akhirah.
When I write my name across the sky, I'ma write it in cursive. I hope I'm living with content, so I know I die with a purpose. Came from third world countries to become doctors and nurses. Instead, we writing for sections and end up writing in hearses. We either thieving or dealing, keeping heat for the season. How you gon' learn from your teaching if you don't believe in your reason? 2 ears, 1 mouth, so listen twice before you speak it. Cause it's not about what you do to the earth, it's how you treat it. Life without content, like taking out the plug. Created from the dirt, so we gotta make it out the mud. Life without content, like taking out the plug. Created from the dirt, so we gotta make it out the mud.
We done been through everything except the coffin. Do you reflect on death? I'll tell him very often. Life been really hard to make the heart soften. The dean, the key to heaven, pray that we get locked in.
So what do you guys think of the Air Force One React? Let me know in the comments below. I really love to hear your thoughts. Is it something that you would wear? Are you somebody who doesn't really wear like triple white trainers? Do you normally wear darker colors? Just because, you know, triple white does get dirty, let's be honest, but each to their own. Definitely let me know what you think about their silhouette and the details, and if you would cop them. If you enjoyed the video, definitely hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell so you don't ever miss any of my videos that will be dropping very, very soon. And before you leave this video, you have to follow me on my Instagram. That's ZaahidMA, ZaahidMA, and I'll catch you guys on the next one, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.